Have you ever felt like your life wasn't your own and wondered why you repeat certain behaviors over and over again? What purpose is served from being in relationships that weren't good for you? I wanted to understand how I'd created this life with an identical twin, 2 ex-husbands, and many other dramas. Everyone has their story that they've created. I add past lives to the equation and learned that everyone is everything, getting naked before the world to prove it. I'd come at the age of 46 to believe that my father had molested me, creating many dysfunctional relationships. I spent 5 days with a regression therapist to learn how I had created all this in my current life from my many past lives. I confirmed that Dad indeed had molested me several times between the age of 3 and 7. With my challenge of hypronasal speech, I imagined that he felt no one would hear and or understand me. Understanding the inner relationships of the many lives and their impact on my current one took processing. I had lives where I killed others, and many where I'd been killed, often by hanging. I felt guilt for the lives I ended. I finally came to realize that they were just experiences. None of them was bad, and none was good. I created each of these lives to go through the emotions. And everyone is everything. I interweave my current life with my past lives to show the patterns that continue life after life. Some examples include seeking the approval of my father, choosing a different career from his, and being diminished by family members for being compassionate. My past lives involve much drama around my children and explain my decision in this one that I not have any. I'd found the desired peace when my twin sister called to inform me of her breast cancer diagnosis. Our mother and all her sisters had died from that disease. When Pam insisted I get a mammogram, I declined and consulted with a medical intuitive, my friends, and my own inner guidance. Her subsequent stage 3 diagnosis with an abysmal prognosis and many complications from chemotherapy and radiation further challenged me. Pam's refusal to allow any alternative healing work from me or others eventually brought the realization that I needed to stop my daily phone calls for my own health. I had much to offer, and she wanted none of it. Everyone is everything illustrates that identical twins sometimes take dramatically different paths. One of us isn't doing life right and the other wrong. We chose differently. I came out of Mom first, but when we started speaking, I became the less than twin and Pam took the lead. The delay of fixing my hidden cleft palate until after my college freshman year challenged my sense of self and gave a kickstart to my journey of discovery. I regret nothing, including modeling nude for a life drawing class. My first time standing or sitting naked in front of people I just happened to meet coincided with an opportunity to share my writing with strangers on the web. I found being naked in front of acquaintances to be much easier than sharing the writing from my soul. I now chuckle at my decision to model 40 miles away in the hope that none of my acquaintances would become aware of my activity. I saw the painting by Terry Chacon and wanted it on the cover to show the form of my current life body had no impact on my soul. Affirmed by A Course in Miracles lesson 199, I am not a body, I am free. We go through life and have many different experiences. Our perceptions give energy to each of them. I've learned to be in the dramas of the world and to respond without going to fear. I use A Course in Miracles lesson 153 in my defenselessness, my safety lies often. The few times I've gone to a place of frustration and or anger, I remember those words. Some usually quickly, but always eventually. I've spent time with people who view the world much differently than I. They want me to look at things their way and change my perspective to match theirs. I know what is true for me. Making any attempt to change their equally powerful stances makes no sense. Being a light myself may draw people to me, or not. Most people are not aware of their past lives, and some have trouble believing that life after or before this one exists at all. This life is a pale shadow, a dream that we've created with the help of our soul partners.